They even call themselves part of the animal kingdom. Not to be God. Free radicals. Due to the antioxidant properties of manganese, the health benefits of manganese include a special function of monitoring the activity of free radicals in the human body. So if you understand what free radicals are, it's when it's like a broken electron shell. So what happens is that free radical will then go stealing electrons from other parts of your body. And if you understand the whole importance of electrons, a chain of electrons, which is electricity, we as original people, we are the conductors of electricity and electrical energy. So free radicals are definitely a problem. These free radicals are capable of damaging human cells and causing cancer and other devastating diseases. So adding manganese supplements, and I'm going to touch on that because again, when we talking about things that might be based for Europeans, we don't deal with supplements. We don't need supplements. If you want them, that's on you, but you heard it here today, you don't need supplements. Every mineral that you need comes from plant-based diet. Now, a lot of people say, but the soil is not the same as it used to be. Well, if you eat 3 meals a day, you're already consuming way more than you need to consume anyway. So you don't even have the problem, even if the mineral richness of the soil has decreased, you are already consuming way more than you need anyway. So adding manganese supplements, which we don't do, or food rich in this mineral is a very good choice, particularly if you have other risk factors from various diseases. So again, the free radicals, you have many antioxidant foods such as berries. You want to deal with your blackberries, your blueberries. We're going to go into a food list to deal with some of the antioxidants that helps prevent some of these free radicals or these broken electron shells from stealing electricity all throughout your body. That's why they're damaging cells. You got what I'm saying? You damaging cells. Peace.
None of the conspiracy theories all on the YouTube. The God cipher divine, now cipher the swan. It's the true and living God. He ain't up in the sky.
Peace.
This is God right here.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the God.
God is God.
Peace to the God.
Word is born.
Ain't no mystery God.
Word is born.
Peace.
Who is that mystery God?
That's right. Ain't no mystery God.
There is no mystery God.
Son of man, search for that mystery God.
The tree of the years.
Sometimes you're glad people's assholes so you come together, you know what I mean?
God is the Son of Man. And you go start searching for that was
Does not exist. Word is born to the Father. Not exist.
Yeah, right.
What I see, I mean, it's like
right.
it seemed like a civilization class, like you was like teaching a civilization class, and you manifesting what you said in your mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I see. I mean, if you got another vision.
Yeah, no, I mean, you the
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We got to get you in the studio.
That's the God cream. I want y'all to know. That's the God over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better holler at him. That's how we do it. Word is born. Peace. Peace. Word is born to the Father.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hear
we
her
in here.
victory, God. Hear her victory. Indeed. Region 2.
We the true and living.
True and living God.
True and living gods in the physical fact.
Peace to
Physical.
now born.
Peace to now born.
Peace, power kingdom. Power savior.
Ruler's land.
That's right.
All that.
Wise father. All that.
All that.
Peace.
Peace. Peace to the God.
And I'm pro NGE. And what I teach personally is everything that you need to know is in 120. Period. So when you come to Black Biology Tuesdays, which is every Tuesday at 5 p.m.
That's
you know what I mean? At a law school in Mecca.
That's right.
We don't teach any outside ideologies here at this school. Now, there's been times when brothers have, decided to pass out maybe some literature. I spoke to the brothers about that. And I told them, that we don't have that at this school. And the brothers have responded in a civilized manner. They haven't done it since. They've done it one time. So I'm going to say peace. But everybody is welcome. From all walks of life, come out and see me. Because if you black, I'm going to get your diet right. And that's what it's about. If you black, come and see me. And once you be around me long enough dealing with 120, everything else is going to fall to the wayside anyway. So I want to say peace to my universal family. And I just want to say that I'm addressing this To my universal NGE family, to let you know, do not worry, that not only do I respect the elders of this nation, but I am a vanguard of this nation myself, and I don't allow any outside ideologies to disrespect our teachings at all.
Peace.
Period.
Peace.
Peace.
That's right.
And we go, God, one question, just a quick elaborate. When you say NGE, what do you mean?
I'm nation of gods and earth. Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets, 120 degrees, actual facts, solar facts.
Thank you, God.
Lord's God.
Peace.
Peace.
Back to business.
Yeah, if you, yeah, so
And we got a class, God.
yeah, we got all right. Well, you know, since we did all that, and because this is mostly about me, right? So I can set the record straight for what I do, right? Reason I put this video up, I put a video up because I had some literature, right? Because I felt that it was beneficial for the people. But what I didn't take into consideration was that because I was in another house and I wasn't aware of all the rules, that I may have, you know, overstepped the boundary. And that's from the wisdom for the knowledge. But today's mathematics is understanding. So now I can see things for what they are, not what they appear to be, right? Now check this out. And Psalm is mathematics, right? So right now, we do the mathematics of all these people here coming from different walks of life. We got the FOI over here. We got the Moore Science Temple of America over here, you know what I'm saying? And we got the Nation of God's Earth here. Because when you come to, because when you sincerely love Allah's mathematics and you come to the law school in Mecca, it don't matter what you think you are. It don't even matter what your nationality is. You're going to learn how to do right. You're going to learn how to eat right. You're going to learn how to be right. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out on the thing. Lord Merc L. Chapter 4, Ministry of Death. I said that. I approve this message. And if you don't come to Born Masterclass, you're going to be a slave to mental death and power and be eaten like a Negro the rest of your life. Hey. So who got a seat for me?
Yes, sir. I want to say peace and thank you for that and allow them to break up the time of your class. So that the God puts that message out. And so we can have that clarity upon that.
Where he's born.
I got that right?
So indeed.
Born Miguel. Peace.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Oh, now you know what? Brotherhood.
All right. Now we can continue to learn how to not eat like Negroes.
How do you
We all know we need to grow, right?
Yeah, how do you eat to live?
Word is bond.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So where we at? Everybody's good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Free radicals you were touching on now.
Thank you. Free radicals. So when we talk about free radicals, we're talking about an electron with a broken shell. And what happens is it goes around and it steals other electrons from different places in your body. So it's actually snatching electricity, thus energy, from your body. And that's the whole foundation of good health is electricity, particularly for the original man.
Okay.
We are the conductors, our physical body is the conductors of this electromagnetic radiation. Manganese, sugar level. Manganese has also exhibited efficiency in controlling the level of sugar in human blood. This may further prevent the occurrences of certain diseases like diabetes. To control the sugar level in the blood, manganese normalizes insulin synthesis and secretion, and the unpredictable drops in blood sugar can be better regulated, providing a more normal and functional life for diabetics. First of all, sugar, period. Sugar, and there's many, many different types of sugar. However, sugar is garbage in most of its forms, okay? We start with the white sugar, which, you know, we got a lot of so-called dietary vegans. They eat white sugar, and, you know, now they got the so-called vegan sugar, but mainly the sugar on the market is not vegan, okay? It's processed with animal bones. There was a time they used to process it with nigger bones. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted about sugar. Then most people think, okay, well, let me go to brown sugar. Garbage. Then people go to honey. Beef vine.
What about that turbine?
Garbage. What's that?
Turbine.
Turbine? I'm not sure what sugar that is. What kind of sugar?
That's a form of brown sugar.
What? You took
Sugar cane.
Oh, yeah, garbage.
What's the science on the honey, God?
It's beef vomit. Yeah. It's beef vomit.
What makes it bad?
Agave nectar is garbage. That raises your sugar levels up way too high, just like all the other white sugars. White sugars in. Coconut sugar is a little better, but again, out of its natural form, still bad for you raising sugar levels up. He said agave. Agave is fungus. It's made with fungus. And you should not be eating fungus if you are an original man or woman, period. Because fungus is anti-solar and it will produce alcohol, ammonia in the body, which dehydrates you, and that's anti who we are. We are a solar and anaerobic people. So sugar itself is garbage. And then if you have
anaerobic, explain.
We thrive in oxygen. Not anaerobic, aerobic. If I said anaerobic, that's the opposite. So that means that was a mistake. If I said anaerobic, we are an aerobic people. That means we thrive in oxygen. And sugar itself, what happens when you consume sugar and proteins, which we need to not be eating proteins, and fats, they all begin to twist in your body and make your arteries stiff, and they increase what's called the ages, which is advanced glycation end products. You know what that is? Do your homework. We did a whole class on it. Where are we? Right, we did that. Epilepsy. Low levels of manganese can act as a trigger for epileptic seizures. Low levels. Manganese supplements, and we don't deal with supplements, can aid in controlling the possibility of any minor or major epileptic seizure. The exact mechanism for this is not fully understood, but manganese has been shown to act as a vasodilator, which basically opens up your blood vessels. It helps to open up your blood vessels in various studies. And there are some researchers who believe that this is the key to the anti-epileptic quality. It's interesting because when we deal in this environment, I always say how in a tropical environment, which is more compatible to who we are as a people, we can practically be fruitarians. For the most part, we can be fruitarians. Yet, when we in environments like this, right, environments that are filled with a lot of nitrogen, a lot of proteins in the atmosphere, protons in the atmosphere, is very cold. We get cellular damage. So that's why we want to eat plants, so we can build back those cells, because plants has the cells in them. So when you talk about epilepsy, and you talk about being very sensitive to the environment, I've been on a fast for 10 days, sometimes in the winter, and you become very sensitive to the environment, right? And it can start to trip you out a little bit. Not that I've gotten any epileptic seizures or anything, but it can trip you out a little bit. So you want to be careful with your cleansing process, with your detoxifying process. So that has a lot to do with not consuming some of that plant life in weather and environments like this. And I'm pro NGE. And what I teach personally is everything that you need to know is in 120, period. So when you come to Black Biology Tuesdays, which is every Tuesday at 5 p.m.,
That's
you know what I mean, at a law school in Mecca,
That's right.
we don't teach any outside ideologies here at this school. Now, there's been times when brothers have, decided to pass out maybe some literature. I spoke to the brothers about that, and I told them, that we don't have that at this school. And the brothers have responded in a civilized manner. They haven't done it since. They've done it one time. So I'm going to say peace, but everybody is welcome. From all walks of life, come out and see me. Because if you black, I'm going to get your diet right, and that's what it's about. If you black, come and see me. And once you be around me long enough dealing with 120, everything else is going to fall to the wayside anyway. So I want to say peace to my universal family. And I just want to say that I'm addressing this to my universal NGE family to let you know, do not worry. That not only do I respect the elders of this nation, but I am a vanguard of this nation myself, and I don't allow any outside ideologies to disrespect our teachings at all. Peace. Period. Peace.
Peace.
That's right.
And with your God, one question, just a quick elaborate. When you say NGE, what do you mean?
I'm Nation of Gods and Earth. Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets, 120 degrees, actual facts, solar facts.
Lord's God.
Peace.
Peace.
Back to business.
Yeah, if you, yeah, so
And we got a class going.
yeah, we got all right. Well, you know, since we did all that, and because this is mostly about me, right? So I can set the record straight for what I do, right? Reason I put this video up, I put a video up because I had some literature, right? Because I felt that it was beneficial for the people. But what I didn't take into consideration was that because I was in another house and I wasn't aware of all the rules, that I may have, you know, overstepped the boundary. And that's when the wisdom for the knowledge. But today's mathematics is understanding. So now I can see things for what they are, not what they appear to be, right? Now check this out. Islam is mathematics, right? So right now, we do the mathematics of all these people here coming from different walks of life. We got the FOI over here. We got the Moorish Science Temple of America over here, you know what I'm saying? And we got the Nation of Gods of Earth here. Because when you come to, because when you sincerely love Allah's mathematics and you come to the law school in Mecca, it don't matter what you think you are. It don't even matter what your nationality is. You're going to learn how to do right. You're going to learn how to eat right. You're going to learn how to be right. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out on the thing. Lord Merc L, Chapter 4, Ministry of Death. I said that. I approve this message. And if you don't come to Born Masterclass, you're going to be a slave to mental death and power and be eaten like a Negro the rest of your life. Hey. So who got a seat for me?
Yes, sir. I want to say peace and thank you for that and allow breaking up the time of your class. So that the God can put that message out. And so we can have that clarity upon that.
Word is born.
I got that right?
Sure indeed.
Don't remember that? Peace.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Oh, now you know what? Brotherhood.
All right. Now we can continue to learn how to not eat like Negroes.
How do you
We all know we need to grow, right?
Yeah, how do you eat to live?
Word is born.
Okay.
Thank you.
So where we at? Everybody's good?
Yes, sir.
Free radicals you were touching on now.
Thank you. Free radicals. So when we talk about free radicals, we talking about an electron with a broken shell. And what happens is it goes around and it steals other electrons from different places in your body. So it's actually snatching electricity, thus energy, from your body. And that's the whole
lessons. I understand your topic matter is your topic matter.
Right.
What I'm speaking about is what lessons are. See, first and foremost, my name is Born Intellectual Perfection Allah. From the King, right? I'm knowledge 120 at the age of knowledge culture. I'm free cipher.
Okay.
This year,
Peace.
I'll be freedom knowledge. The point that I'm making is, see, I taught class here in this very same school, a law school in Mecca,
That's peace, God.
in the year Born Culture.
Okay.
And see, at one point in time, when you
Right.
taught class in law school,
Right.
you taught about Allah's mathematics. Now I'm saying all that you teaching,
Right.
that's peace and all that, but
Right.
what lessons does it correlate to, brother? You see what I'm saying? In other words, what I'm saying,
Are you saying the black woman,
I'm
being
asking you a
before the
question.
sun, moon, and stars?
No,
That was
I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
I asked you for some clarity in that, you clear that up a little bit.
Okay.
Now, the other question I'm asking you is what lessons are you teaching? In other words, not what the subject matter is that you're teaching,
Right.
but what lessons are you teaching? In other words,
You
what,
mean in 120?
not just 120.
Okay, because I can correlate this with 120.
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, so as we talking about manganese and we talking about original people, we know the original people already have a thicker bone density because the devil is weak bone and weak blooded. That is in the lessons. So when we
What
talk about
lesson is
manganese, what?
What lesson is that? That's what I'm asking you. What specific lesson are you teaching in regard to? That's all I'm asking you.
Well, first of all, I don't teach. I haven't just yet teach anything to one specific degree or lesson. Now, if you're talking about that degree that I'm talking about right now, that's in the understanding wisdom degree in the Lost Free Cipher. When we talk about,
I'm listening to you.
yeah, when we talk about being weak bone and weak blood, you know what I'm saying? So if we talk about manganese, see, here's the problem that we have as original people. It's all in the lessons. We fuck around and we following Europeans, we following devils. Right? So what happens is we think that we need all these other things to build the black body. When the lessons teach us who we are. So if we following other people that's other than who we are, then guess what's gonna happen? We gonna be weak boned and weak blooded just like them.
That's peace. But what I'm saying is, Like what you just said.
Right.
That's in the lessons.
Actual fact.
And that's what I'm asking you.
I can
What
show and
lesson
prove
are you-
everything I teach in the
Hold on,
lesson.
brother. I didn't ask you to show and prove.
I'm just saying, I
I
can show
asked
and
you-
prove everything I teach in the
Well,
lesson.
how come we don't know you then? You can show and prove all that. First of all, you
said, how come
first
you-
your foul language show lacks of wouldn't you? We said we fucking around and everything. It's Earth and the baby right there.
That's
first, first.
First and foremost.
Now, if you could all these chemicals and diseases and all that, he said, how would the correlate?
And I
what you
showed
just said
him
that's
that it wasn't
does
degree.
it relate?
I
to
showed
what
him
you
that-
only one
Hold up,
at a time.
Hold up. Are y'all here to learn about black biology and get your body
Knowledge
healthy?
is infinite, man.
I just ask you, are you here to
Knowledge
learn
is
about
infinite.
black biology
You can learn
and get
everything.
yourself?
Hold fast. Wait. Hold
Hey,
fast.
get
Hold
yourself
fast.
healthy.
Hold fast. Do the knowledge, right?
Right.
Do the knowledge.
I'm
This is
doing
a
it.
law school in Mecca.
Absolutely, actual fact.
Right? When you come to a law school in Mecca,
Right.
you should be learning about the laws of mathematics.
I'm
which
teaching
is why-
laws of mathematics
Which is
right
why
now.
which is why I asked you, what lessons are you teaching?
I told you, I said to understand
do the
the
knowledge,
cipher,
guys.
understand
You
what's
can't do
degree.
the knowledge if you add on. You do knowledge before wisdom. That's simple mathematics.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is, if you
don't understand poison animal. That means you don't understand poison animal.
You don't know the connotations of what
And
that
the mess,
meaning.
and not only that, Allah said it was poison, and I got the transcript in my bag. So we talk about Allah's 5%.
God,
hear him out.
That's not what we're talking about. Didn't the Father say, if you're going to eat meat, eat the good meat?
Okay, did he
No,
say
no,
that
no,
it was poison? Because I said it was poison animal.
Hold up.
He said animal protein is poison to the human body.
And why did he say we
Same
eat meat?
shit I
Why
said.
Why did he say we eat meat?
Because we do eat it. That's
No,
the same.
why? No,
the
why?
same way to my people that eat
No, why?
rice, right?
No,
No,
you leaving
You gonna
it out,
let me
God,
finish?
'cause this is important, God.
Are you gonna let me finish?
You
Are
said you
gonna
got
let
the
me finish?
knowledge from Colleen, right?
Now, Cypher, I say he gave me a few lessons.
He gave you all
I
right. So
can't-
hold up. Did he tell you the story about when the law came home? They was vegetarian, and he told all of them cut that out.
I've heard the story.
So why you ain't mention that part too? When you that's what I'm saying. When you said what's the inconsistencies, God?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
That really-
it's not like they can't be pointed out.
That really has nothing to do with
But
it.
see,
It's
me,
just-
I'm not. Look,
Did you hear me in my class say, listen, you should not eat rice, period.
No.
But
We
if
talking
you
about
do,
rice.
no,
We
no,
talking
I'm giving
about
an
rice.
example.
We talking about this
I'm giving
statement
an
right
example.
here.
I'm giving an example.
What about that right there?
I'm giving an example.
What about when he came home? He told the brothers to stop being
I don't know. I know
vegetarian?
what's in script though.
Huh?
I know what's in script. I know what's on tape. And on tape, he said we really should not eat meat at all. He said because animal protein is poison in the human body. And I got the scientific
So we only
proof
going by
to
the
prove
tape
it.
now?
And I got the scientific proof
We
to
only
prove
going
it.
by the tapes now?
I got the scientific proof to prove it.
We only going by the tapes.
Okay, God. Listen,
I'm
not
asking
telling
you,
you.
are we only
no,
going
I'm
by
going.
the tapes?
I'm going by my research, which the tapes happen to back up.
Okay, so have you done that research
So they
that he
can't
came
say-
home and told brothers to stop being vegetarian?
Okay, why did he tell him to
Oh,
stop
hold
being
on, God, hold on, God.
Why did he tell him to stop? You said you. Hold up. We arguing with something you tell me you teach.
That nobody's letting me finish.
He don't
Nobody's
teach-
letting me
he
finish.
don't- Please let the
You in
God
front of the
finish.
parliament.
Right.
You in front of the parliament,
Actual
though.
fact.
And you insulting everybody that's talking.
Now, Cypher, I
You
didn't insult
telling-
anybody. I'm trying
All
to
right,
save
no,
my family.
No, don't give me the guys that's saving the family.
I'm trying to save my
Because that's
family.
what
If my babies was eating rat poison, I'm gonna say, yo, you eating rat poison. I ain't gonna say, please put the rat poison down. I'm gonna say, you eating rat poison, God.
You want me to finish?
Because I want to save your life.
I'm gonna tell you what it leads to. Because you don't know the cipher that you teaching. You don't know the cipher you teaching. Look, when you go into that, when you get on this whole black shit, that's
You
not
said the whole black shit?
Listen, no, you're not listening.
Okay, I'm listening.
When you get into this whole pro-black shit, and you get into this whole anti-white shit, you lose focus.
You say I lose
We-
focus?
no,
What about
no,
me was
listen to that.
anti-white?
No,
Give me an example.
listen to what I'm
That was
saying.
anti-white.
Listen to what I'm saying, because
Give me
I'm
an
about to
example.
do it, though. All right? Listen to what I'm saying, because you don't have the understanding. What degree you was building on when you was talking about population? What degree was you building on? What degree was you flipping?
The wisdom build degree.
And why was you flipping the wisdom build degree?
Why was I flipping?
No, but how does
I
it
don't
work, though?
understand. I don't understand.
You was talking about separation. You go, India's population is big, China's population is big.
Do you know what I was saying?
No,
Oh,
no,
you missed the
I'm
whole
telling
bill,
you.
God.
I'm
You missed
telling
the
you.
whole bill. When I mentioned their populations, I was telling you about the geographic land space of the continent of Africa. And I said China, which is 1.4 billion people. India, which has 1.3 billion people. The United States, which has over 300 million people,
Yes.
can fit all on that one land space, showing
heard
that it's not enough of us on that continent. And that's why we keep getting divided and that land keep getting taken from us because there's not a lot of us on it. Thus, I'm promoting for us to then populate. as people.
Well, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the original man, the
No,
black
who are you
man,
talking about?
Asiatic
Because
black man.
all the examples you gave, India's original. China's
You missed it
original. They're
again.
not original.
You missed it again.
That's not, he ain't say nothing about
You missed it again. When I mention them, I'm talking about how many people can sit in one geographic location. So I mentioned one country, I mentioned another country, and that they can all fit in one continent. China has 1.4 billion people, but you can fit that many people on the continent. They only have 1 billion people there. But you can fit India, which has 1.3. You can fit China, which has 1.4. You can fit Australia. You can fit Germany. You can fit the United States. So I'm talking about people in landmass. That's in the lessons as well. Population and useful land.
Understood.
Nothing I speak is out of the realm of 120, and I will defend
I
it.
didn't say it was out of the realm of 120. I disagree with.
Yeah, but you talking about this? You talking about separation? That wasn't separation. If anything, it was bringing them all together.
Also, yeah.
Because I'm talking about how they can all fit on one continent. Come on, guy, you gotta listen to the. You gotta listen to. Listen, I don't know if somebody told you about the bill,
No, I saw it.
or
I
whether
saw
you
it.
gotta
Everybody
re-see it, God. Re-see it, cause you missed it. You missed it. You missed it, God.
That's not what
You missed it. I'll tell you what I said word for word. Word for word. And you know why I can tell you I said it word for word? Because I can say it again word for word, because I've said it at a lot of classes. Period. And I'll say it again. I said, I met a black billionaire in D.C. His name was Mo Ibrahim. And he said, the continent, the reason why it's in the position it's in today is for two reasons. One is because it's 54 states and they're all divided, as opposed to China, which is one. They're all together. He said, and two, there's far too much land and far too little people. Then I went to show and prove that the continent of Africa only has 1 billion people on it. Yet you can fit China, which has 1.4 billion people on 1.4 billion people. You can fit the United States, which has over 300 million people. India, which has 1.3 billion people. You can fit Germany. You can fit Japan, all in that geographical land space. So what's that telling me? That's telling me the reason that continent continues to get raped is because there's not enough of us to defend it.
Can I ask you a question? Then why is India getting raped?
By England.
That wasn't even my.
No, I'm saying you said it's because of population. India got mad population.
That wasn't even about my bill.
No, I'm saying some of the things you said was a little bit inconsistent. Like all Chinese people ain't together. They don't even speak the same language.
I didn't even say that.
No, you said Chinese people is one
No, I said with the black. I told you what. No. I said what Mo Ibrahim said, and I quoted him before
and then you repeated it, bro. All right, so you don't agree with that?
I don't have enough.
If you don't agree with it, why are you arguing with the brother?
First of all, I didn't say that I disagree with it or agree with it.
So I'm
I said
asking
I met
you right now,
I said
do
I
you
met
agree with it?
I said I agree with it.
I asked you a question, brother. You said Africa is getting raped because of lack of population.
Absolutely.
So the only thing I did was ask the logical next question,
listen,
which is
I'll answer your
why is India getting raped?
Okay, I'll answer your question with some facts. I'll answer you. Do you know what the number one? Do you know what the number one?
Tell me
do you know
why
what the number one
India
economy is?
Raped.
Do you know what the number one economy in the world is right now? Does anybody know? Because it ain't the United States
terms
anymore.
Of what?
The number one economy. China. Yeah. Because it's one. That don't mean everybody in China is together. No, they are one. Period. Of course you're gonna have division. Then the NGE is supposed to be one, but you see division here. So of course it's gonna be. I see division when people say.
What mathematics you building on?
No, I see division.
No, what mathematics you building on? See, we don't gotta agree on everything. We agree that the Son of Man is God. What mathematics is you building on?
Actual fact.
Huh?
Actual fact.
No,
supreme
what
supreme
all right, then
mathematics.
what's the separation then?
Okay.
If we got to go through the science of mathematics in order to come out right, that's one thing. When you start saying that's dealing with separation, just because we express that we don't agree with everything you saying,
that's peace.
Then you wrong.
That's peace. You got what I'm saying? But when somebody has my phone number,
I don't got your phone number.
I'm not talking about you.
You always